You're listening to the Dibbly Dobbly Podcast. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the bell to make sure you get the latest episodes of the podcast. Be sure to like and share our Facebook page as well. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Dibbly Dobbly Podcast. On today's episode of the podcast, we review match number 8 of IPL 2021 between the Punjab Kings and the Chennai Super Kings. It's the Dibbly Dobbly Podcast, and let's get started. Let's have a look at the match summary for game number 8 of IPL 2021 between the Punjab Kings and the Chennai Super Kings from Mumbai. The Punjab Kings batted first and made 8 for 106 from their 20 overs. Shahrukh Khan top scored with 47 off 36 balls. Deepak Chahar took 4 wickets for the Chennai Super Kings. The Chennai Super Kings chased down the runs easily in the end, finishing on 4 for 107 from 15.4 overs. Moeen Ali top scored with 46 off 31 balls, and Mohammad Shami took 2 wickets for the Punjab Kings. The Chennai Super Kings won by 6 wickets, and Deepak Chahar was named man of the match. What were some of the key moments and key factors from this match between the Punjab Kings and the Chennai Super Kings? Well, I thought the key moment, and pretty much the deciding factor in this match, was the Chennai Super Kings bowling. Pretty much that won them the game, really, because they restricted the Punjab Kings to 8 for 106. And when you get that sort of total in a T20 game, you're pretty much going to win the game easily in the end. So that was the key moment for me, and the key factor in this match was the Chennai Super Kings bowling, keeping the Punjab Kings to 106, and in the end they chased them down easily in 15.4 overs, and which saw the Chennai Super Kings win this game by 6 wickets. Let's have a look at both teams' performances in this match. We'll start with the Punjab Kings and their batsmen. Rahul 5, Agarwal 0, Gal 10, Huda 10, Puran 0, and Shahrukh Khan 47. Let's have a look at their bowlers. 2 wickets for Shami, a wicket each for Ashwin and Ashdeep Singh, no wickets for Jai Richardson and Meredith. That's how the Punjab Kings went about things in this match. A poor performance from the Punjab Kings, you have to say, with both bat and the ball. Let's talk about their batting first of all. That wasn't great. Probably their worst performance with the bat for some time. Just a terrible batting display, really. Could only manage 106 from their 20 overs, which is not going to win you a lot of T20 games when you post that sort of total. So they were pretty much on the back foot from their batting innings onwards. They had 2 partnerships of 30 plus, obviously 31 for the 6th wicket between Khan and Jai Richardson, and 30 for the 7th wicket between Khan and Ashwin. Those 2 partnerships, I should say, pretty much got them up to this 106 total in the end. Obviously, Shahrukh Khan looked pretty good. I think he was probably the best batsman out of the lot, really. He made 47, the rest struggled. So obviously, he made batting look easy, Shahrukh Khan. He made 47. The rest, as I said before, struggled to get any momentum in this batting innings for the Punjab Kings. So that's an indication that the batsmen weren't pretty much switched on in this game. Poor performance, as I said before. So it's nothing much you can say. It's just a terrible performance. So a lot of batsmen would think about their performance from this game tonight. Because it was not a great performance. So for them, they got to improve from this and look forward and try and get better with their batting, because we know the Punjab Kings can bat a lot better than this. And what we've noticed here in Mumbai especially, even in the game against the Rajasthan Royals and the Delhi Capitals, that teams are having batting collapses all of a sudden. Teams are having batting collapses, I should say. So I think for all teams who are still yet to play here in Mumbai, they need to look at that going forward with their batting. I don't think it's a difficult surface to bat on. I think just the bowlers have been very good and the batsmen have been very poor. And that's the case with the Punjab Kings tonight. The Chennai Super Kings bowlers were pretty good and their batting was poor, so they need to improve that going forward. As I said, wickets fell at regular intervals throughout the innings, which slowed the momentum down. They couldn't recover from that and could only manage 106 from their 20 overs. Some of the batsmen would like to revisit their shots they played because their shot selection was poor as well. Obviously, they need to improve that going forward. So overall, the batting performance from the Punjab Kings was a poor performance. They need to get better going forward for this for the rest of the IPL. Excuse me. Let's have a look at the bowling performance. The bowling struggled, obviously. When you're defending 106, it's always going to be a tough total to defend. Basically, the bowlers didn't have enough runs to play with in the end, which made their job harder. So overall, their performance in this match from the Punjab Kings is a poor performance. They need to turn things around quickly for their next match against the Delhi Capitals. Excuse me. They need to improve quickly, because if they keep going on like this, they're probably not going to feature in the playoffs. So for the Punjab Kings, they've still got time to improve and to get better, because this performance tonight wasn't their best performance. They can do better than this going forward. So overall, poor performance. Just need to learn from this and try and get better from it. Let's have a look at the Chennai Super Kings performance in this match. We'll start with their batsmen. Gaikwad, 5. Duplessis, 36, not out. Ali, 46. Raina, 8. Raidu, 0. And Sam Curran, 5, not out. Let's have a look at their bowlers. Chahar took 4 wickets, a wicket each for Ali, Sam Curran and Bravo. No wickets for Jadeja and Thakur. Very good win by the Chennai Super Kings. They pretty much dominated this match, I should say, from the word go. Let's talk about their bowling performance. That was brilliant. Brilliant bowling performance from them. They took early wickets, and they took wickets at regular intervals throughout the Punjab Kings batting innings, which pretty much slowed down the Punjab Kings' momentum, and they couldn't get really going with their batting in this game. They bowled well, the bowlers from the Chennai Super Kings. They bowled good lines and lengths. They were consistent in their lines and lengths as well. The bowlers played their role and executed their role well within this bowling attack. I thought Deepak Chahar bowled well, leading from the front, 4 wickets. And then obviously Sam Curran, Moeen Ali and Dwayne Bravo chipping in with a wicket each pretty much helped him as well. So overall, the bowlers did a very good job. And they've got some very good bowlers, the Chennai Super Kings. And I thought in this game it really gelled, this bowling attack. They did their role, as I said before. They executed their role well, and they played to their role as well in this bowling attack. So overall, a great bowling performance from the Chennai Super Kings in this game. It was a very good display of bowling, and obviously the Punjab Kings couldn't have an answer to their bowling, and obviously had a batting collapse and lost this game because of that. So overall, great bowling performance from the Chennai Super Kings. Let's talk about their batting. They were only chasing a low total in the end, 107 they needed to win. They chased them down easily. They had a good partnership between Moeen Ali and Faf du Plessis of 66 for the second wicket. Pretty much that partnership got them to the total in the end, and which saw the Chennai Super Kings to victory. It wasn't a challenging total that they had to chase down in this match. It was only 106 that the Punjab Kings put up, so 107 to win. Obviously, it was pretty much an easy chase in the end, but be very interesting to see how they go when chasing a bigger total than this, the Chennai Super Kings, going forward for the rest of this IPL. That's the next question. Can they chase down a bigger total? The bigger totals in this IPL still yet to come. That will be the question for their batting unit. Obviously, they got the job done in this match, but as I said before, can they chase down those bigger totals going forward in this IPL against the very good sides of this IPL, like a Mumbai Indians side, for example, chasing a 150 plus total or something? Can they chase it down in a run chase? So that remains to be seen with this batting unit from the Chennai Super Kings. But their batting today was pretty much an easy task for the batsmen today, chasing down this low total. So overall, their batting was good, and obviously their bowling was good as well. Overall, it was a great performance from CSK, their first win of IPL 2021. This will give them lots of confidence going forward for the rest of the IPL season, and hopefully we can see a lot more wins from them. Let's have a look at both teams' potential 11s heading into their next match. We'll start with the Punjab Kings. Their next match is against the Delhi Capitals. And I think the Punjab Kings may make a change to their team for their next game against the Capitals. I think they should bring in Darwin Malan into the side, just to change up the batting. I thought he can offer something there with the bat. Obviously, Malan, obviously being the number one T20 batsman in the world, obviously, he can strengthen their batting because their batting tonight in this game against the Super Kings was poor. So they could really do with Malan in the batting side, in the batting lineup, I should say. Who comes out for him? I think Agarwal misses out. He hasn't performed in these first two games. So I think Agarwal to miss out, Malan to come in for him. If that's the case, I think Chris Gale should open the batting with Rahul and obviously have Malan at number 3. So I think that's the way to go for the Punjab Kings going forward into their next game against the Capitals. So their potential 11 could be Rahul, Gale, Malan, Huda, Puran, Khan, Richardson, Ashwin, Shami, Meredith, and Singh. Let's have a look at the Chennai Super Kings' potential 11 for their next match against the Rajasthan Royals. I don't think the Chennai Super Kings will make any changes for their next match against the Royals. I think it's very important for the Chennai Super Kings to have this team play as much with each other as possible to build on that consistency and cohesion with this team going forward. So that's very important for the Chennai Super Kings going forward. So their potential 11 could be Gaikwad, Duplessis, Ali, Raina, Raidu, Sam Curran, Jadeja, Dhoni, Bravo, Thakur, and Chahar. What can we expect from both teams heading into their next match? We'll start with the Punjab Kings. Their next game is against the Delhi Capitals on Sunday at the Wankhede Stadium. For the Punjab Kings, they need to learn from this game against the Chennai Super Kings, look to get better and improve for their next game against the Delhi Capitals, obviously, because this performance against the Chennai Super Kings wasn't their best performance, so they need to get better heading into that game. For the Chennai Super Kings, their next game is against the Rajasthan Royals on Monday here at the Wankhede Stadium. For the Chennai Super Kings, it's about building on from this victory against the Punjab Kings, being consistent and backing up these performances going forward for the Chennai Super Kings. That's the important factor for the Super Kings. It's just about being consistent and trying to back up these performances going forward. Overall, a great win by the Chennai Super Kings, their first win of IPL 2021. They will gain confidence from this win over the Punjab Kings going forward in this IPL season. Hopefully this will see some wins come their way. For the Punjab Kings, a disappointing loss for them, but it's early days and they still have time to turn things around to get their season back on track. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell to get the latest episodes of the podcast, and like and share our Facebook page. Until next time, keep safe and bye for now.